Hello fellow YouTubers and subscribers. Thought I'd nip on today. Today is Wednesday. Thought I'd nip down and plod along with a few other little bits, guys, to be honest. Everything's looking lovely at the minute. Yesterday I managed to get some marigolds in, some petunias, and then more marigolds, a couple of petunias, more petunias in between the plants, more petunias at the back, so I managed to get the flower bed a little bit more filled. So yeah, quite happy with that. The onions, well, yeah, okay, I've lost about 10-15, but hey-oh, it's one of them things. I lesson learned from myself. I was told by another member not to water them too often. That's probably why they died, because they went mushy and horrible. So it's my own fault, but lesson learned at the end of the day. But yeah, the size of the actual things on these, absolutely unbelievable. So for a pound, or whatever it was, 1.99 for a bag from Wilco's, I'm quite happy, to be honest with you, because the size of like I say, the size of the necks on these, I'm going to hopefully have some absolute beauties by the end of the season. They should be coming up in the next 2-3 weeks, I would have said these will be. Cabbage is still looking pretty cool. Don't know if you guys noticed yesterday, but I actually did sorted the pots out. I was a bit wary about putting them out now because of the baby foxes, but to be quite honest with you, come down today, they seem sound as a pound. But yeah, so everything's looking pretty honky-dory on this front. So quite happy with that. Got them obviously the ones little bricks. Didn't really work out the size of them, so they sat a bit lower than the fence does. So obviously I want them to, with the petunias, I want them to droop over the edge, same as I do with the pots. And I've got another big pot each side of the slab going in, and they're going to have petunias, but then I'm going to have a sunflower in each of them. See how tall I can get it. Also attempted the grass paths in and along there, but some bits are a little bit patchy, so you know, I will have to redo it again, but I have done the grass paths before, and I'm going to be running the grass path all the way down there. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to do another square section just up in this corner and grass all that off. So my daughter's actually got a play area. I'm going to put a little tiny wildlife pond rockery area in that corner as well. I've got the bench moved around here now, which is lovely because I can sit there and actually admire what I've done. Now I'm starting to get to that admiring stage. As for the raised beds down the side, I came down and my onions were all flattened. So the baby foxes are now jumping on things and climbing over things. So what I've done is created a hoop system, because I managed to get 2 big massive rolls of that. I've got another roll which is actually just to sit at the back of the greenhouse there, if you can see it. There's like a roll there. I've got 2 big rolls of that from a house just down the road here who's having a load of work done. Workmen just chucked 2 big rolls of it in the skip, so yes please, I'll have them. Also got me little slabs brought up from home to complete this section. I told you about going a little bit smaller with them. This bed is my next step, next couple of days, and finishing this dividing wall off. So this might be tomorrow's task actually, of finishing all this area off. Yeah, it's all looking good. I've got an extra row of spuds in now. The first 2 rows are my pent juveniles. They're basically in them first 2 rows, and then in that row there, I've actually, just at a test, I've just overfilled the trench. You know, not really leaving the proper space in between, you know, the potatoes, but there's probably about 9 or 10 Charlotte potatoes in that last trench. So just doing it out of curiosity, that's all I'm doing it for. You know, it might be a total error. So yeah, but the cauliflowers are looking fantastic. Garlic have picked back up after being squished, so I'm quite happy about that. And the onions are slowly starting to pick back up. I'm going to actually make these permanent, and I'm going to be putting a cane support across the tops to keep them all up straight, because at the minute, as you can tell, that one's bowing in. So if I do run canes through them like I did before, that should be a sound structure for a long time to come, and have it so that I can basically access it from just that side and have this permanently closed down. So yeah, but I've got radish and spring onions to go in these 2, but I've got radish and spring onions and a few other bits I want to put in here, more finger picking food like salad leaves and stuff. And I've still got them 2 beds down there to play with. Them 2 beds I might actually do my salad leaves in. Yeah, at the minute I'm toying around with things, guys, I will be honest. Also got me strawberries in here, as you know, and then I've also got my leeks, which are inside there, as you can tell, growing on lovely. Sorry about the netting, guys, but And then the carrots have done really, really well. I've double thickness the green stuff. It's double thickness, so hopefully the flies will struggle to get through it. But until I got the money to buy the fleece, I can't really do a lot. And then, as I said to you guys before, I managed to get a lot more of them bags. So I filled them up a little bit deeper than I wanted to, but I've done that just for the protection of the foxes being around. I've put a bag there with a bit of thing, rustles, stop them coming along and grabbing them. So yeah, I've now got 12 bags of potatoes, and then I've got that tub that I planted a couple of days after Erica's Welsh Garden, well, a day after Erica's Welsh Garden planted hers. And that's how mine are looking. So quite intrigued to see how Erica's are coming on as well. Especially the one that she put in a ceramic tub. But yeah, it's all coming along, guys. It's just slowly but surely. This will all be changing as of tomorrow. I've got to empty all this out, and my granddad's going to give me a lift down here with some new compost that I've got to put inside here. Yeah, so, and as you guys know, from yesterday's video, I'm experimenting with these leeks, and I've just gone for the puddle system. I have slightly dampened them over the top, but the cauliflowers look like they're doing really well inside tubs in the greenhouse. So that might possibly be a way forward, because that's a lot bigger than the ones that are in the ground outside. But I could be surprised. The ones outside could start overtaking them ones. And then yeah, basically guys, I've got me sunflowers. I've already got some strange ones coming, especially that one there. It's got right weird leaves coming on it. But yeah, that's how my sunflowers are looking at the moment. So big leaves already, so I'm quite intrigued to see what comes of them. They're my cucumber plants that I've stupidly wet over the top, which I shouldn't have done because I'll burn the leaves for that. Hopefully they'll dry out overnight. And tomatoes, leeks, I think I'm just going to end up having to get rid of them because I've got too many leeks as it is. Strawberries still to pot on, and some more different types of, I think they're money makers. And yeah, all the petunias are really bushing out at the top now. Some of them are starting to flower, so nice little flower red on them. On these chilies as well, sweet pepper, sorry, I've actually just got another one that started to pop up. So I'm not giving up hope on them. I've given them a fine sprinkle of water, not too wet. So I'm hoping they will pick back up. Like hopefully they'll start coming through. So yeah, it's all coming on. I've got a load more chilies in here, peppers in here. I've got bells, sweet pepper, orange bell, ice age, and Joe's long. These are some of the old seeds that I planted of tomatoes, so I might pot them on for my daughter, to be honest, if not them ones. They're the F1s and the money makers, so yeah, they're not going to get to waste. If not, I'll donate them to another plot member. That's my sprouting broccoli, which also need to go out ASAP. And my French beans, guys, which are doing really well. I've also sown that many runner beans, so one of my favourite things to grow, runner beans, I must admit. That tray there is some kind of Italian lettuce given to me, obviously via an Italian lad that's down here. He said it's lovely, lovely crunchy lettuce. It's almost like a shriveled up kind of lettuce, but it's something that Italians are really big on. So I'm quite intrigued to see what comes of that, to be honest with you. Petunias have just gone haywire in there. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing very much with them apart from planting them out in big clods. I've also got my hanging baskets, well, side baskets up on the side of the summer house now as well. So they should look alright. Poor blooming foxes have ripped all me like wood up. I was trying to stop them coming out of that bit and just doing the outside because they've been pooing on me decking, which is really irritating. And fox poo is not the nicest. But yeah, it's really coming along, guys. I'm really impressed with how things are going at the minute. Like I say, apologise about the delay on the comments and stuff. Obviously, I'm very busy, trying to get this done for summer, and obviously trying to deal with my back garden as well as. So yeah, 3 rows of spuds, cauliflower are in, quick run over. Got the onions in there, garlic in there. I'm going to be having some radish put in one of these here, sorry. I'm going to do a mixed lettuce leaf patch in them, one of them beds there. And hopefully over the next couple of days open this bed up here, possibly tomorrow actually. And then get my slabs laid down for my bench. I've got 3 big council slabs, got 1 there and then 2 stacked up over there. And that'll be to obviously put underneath here. Compost's going really well. Leaf mulch is doing fantastic. Really nice and moist still. and yeah, breaking down lovely it is. Yeah, there's not a lot left now because obviously I've been filling them bags. But yeah, it's just, do you know what guys, it's lovely to just sit on this bench and just really look at what I've done. Like, so, but yeah, thank you so much for all your kind words of support and stuff, guys, and hopefully I shall update you again in the next day or two with a bit more progress, guys. So for now, take care. Bye bye.